crying, now I'm crying. I'm a really strongly sympathetic crier, so, oh man, okay. Hi guys, it's Alexi. Welcome back to Dance Curious. Welcome back to this week's reactions to the Dancing with the Stars performances. Bad news is that apparently I have colossally bad timing in terms of my video filming. I just got it like all set up, I got like my makeup, and then what happens is that a repaving crew for the entire street has come and stationed themselves literally outside of my ground floor apartment window. So I apologize sincerely for the machinery sounds that maybe you can hear. Anyway, sorry. Also, thank you very much to those of you who commented and subscribed. That was very exciting and also very helpful, since I know that it means you guys would like me to keep doing this. Let's get into the video. With James, that's hilarious that he did a cha-cha Dancing with the Stars bit on purpose years ago. That's really neat because it's almost like he desired to go on Dancing with the Stars so strongly that he kind of manifested it for himself. So that's really neat.
It's James.
Okay, out in the crowd. Working the crowd. Song very slow. Okay, arms are a little awkward there, but that was nice, quick with the feet. Still pretty good lines. Good job. Let's see. His arms could be a little bit of a higher diagonal, but it's still like he's still getting a nice long line. It's good. I like that. It was fun. Oh man, I'd be so worried I would trip. I think I would trip by accident just thinking about it. Another kick. Interesting. It had a very like hustle feel. The hustle kind of sound of the music. Some kind of like hustle lines. So for like as a cha-cha, that sort of weirded me out a bit. Like maybe that's just me. Maybe the judges are gonna love it. It was good. It wasn't as good as his tango, but it tends to be the case that people naturally click a little bit more with the smooth or a little bit more with the Latin. But the initial learning of the hip action, the body action for Latin is very difficult. For me, it wasn't like super cha-cha. I like a cha-cha that feels very sharp. Really embracing that kind of staccato feeling of cha-cha, and I didn't feel like that did as much. He certainly did a good job, but I liked it pretty well. I was expecting a little more, but that was maybe unfair. Let's go to the scoring though. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Scores. 7, 6. Okay. It's also, again, my expectations for him were set higher, so I feel like I'm being more critical than is fair. Because I was kind of like, what's it gonna be? I'm ready to be blown away. And that was maybe a little bit unreasonable. Yay, we get to see a rumba. I'm excited for that. No rumbas yet, so first one. Let's see what Seiler has up her sleeve now that she actually has some time to prepare.
Dancing the rumba. With her partner Val, it's Seiler.
Going straight for the sensuality. Good, she's got some figure 8 action with the hips. Nice dip, she's very flexible. Okay, she's going for it. Not bad. Her ribs aren't really into it, but that's a little hard. Good, that was a nice turn. That was a very nice line. She's definitely not totally owning the mood. You can see the nervousness on her face. Good. Lovely arm styling. She's got, that's good. Nice. Those are pretty darn good swivels. Lovely lines. Ooh, that's a beautiful dip at the end. I don't think I've seen one quite like that. I like it. Yeah, I liked that. Like, Were there moments where she was a little stiff in the upper body? Yes. But with Latin action, you'll see it in the hips. You will also see it in the ribs, and that takes time to develop. I didn't see a lot of it here. In terms of what I was trying to say at one point, and then I got distracted because I wanted to keep watching. When she does certain kinds of like body waves, sort of like front to back, she's very fluid. When she goes side to side, it's a little awkward. She's doing quite well with them relative to like not having danced before. So I was actually impressed by that, even though it wasn't quite on point. In terms of the performance aspect, there were moments where I was like, oh, she really owned it, as you saw in my commentary. And then there were moments where it was kind of, you could see she was in her head, like she was thinking about it. And look, I empathize with this, okay? I'm also a little shy. So when I do performances, I have to work on it, especially, say if I am doing something kind of like sensual or sexy, and maybe I'm doing it with someone a lot older than me, which is usually the case. And so it's kind of hard to tap into that sometimes. So you have to work at it. So again, sympathy, I get it. I would say also with the feet, she wasn't necessarily like super connected to the floor. And if you don't know what I mean by that, you want to have sort of constant pressure between your foot and the floor. You don't want to kind of be dunk, 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 dunk. And also with Latin, we do a ball heel lead, which means the ball hits first and then the heel lands. It's quick, but it is there. Actually, technically it's on the inside edge of the toe, but I'm not expecting to see inside edge of the toes from these guys just yet. I'm sure their instructors would love to get them there, but that's not going to happen overnight. So yeah, so at moments it was a little bit plop, 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 plop. Not bad. Like it was, a lot of people did that a lot worse last week. People probably will do it worse later tonight. But it is something that she could layer on there. Some very nice lines with the very nice like shapes with the body. Overall, I thought she did a very nice job. 6 from Carrie Ann. 6. 6. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see the performance. Here we go. Ray, Lewis, and Cheryl.
It's Ray Lewis.
All right, looking very dapper. Okay, all right. Okay, he's a little stiff there. That was a good, nice, yeah. Uh-huh. He is still very heavy in his feet. Now I can't look away because it's what she mentioned. Oh, see, there we go. That's a little smoother. Good. Frame's not bad. That was nice. Yeah, a little stiff at the arms, but much more smooth than I would have expected. Mm-hmm. Nice. With a little like tap dancing section. Very fun. He's very expressive, right? Again, he's a performer for sure. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Very fun. So he definitely messed up his feet some. Lines were pretty good, right? It was very much, and this is normal, this is something that everybody who dances has to work on until they are very, very, very good. There's a tendency for the arms to just work in isolation with the body, right? So that maybe he's doing that overhead thing, but it's kind of like, blah, and you can see nothing else is happening here to sort of continue the line. And again, that's just a very common beginner thing. It wasn't perfect. His lack of experience still shines through, but I do think it's a big improvement. Okay, he just said, if you don't make a mistake out there, you're not trying hard enough. And there's an element of truth to that. Like, he got kind of obliterated by Len, but, you know, there is an extent, like, if you are pushing yourself, you are more likely to make mistakes. And, you know, and you want to strive for that balance, right? Especially when you're on national TV in a televised dancing competition. But, you know, it's good to push a little farther. So I can respect that, you know. He didn't play it safe relative to his starting level, right? Okay, he got 5s all around. that's not too terrible. Okay, here goes Allie's. I'm really excited for this. I'm also rooting for her because it's pretty messed up that people made her feel so bad about her dancing when she's, actually it doesn't matter whether she's a good dancer or not. It's pretty messed up that people made her feel so bad about her dancing. She also is a good dancer. Also, I love Viennese waltz. So I noticed in the practice video, it was pretty good. I definitely noticed her side kind of dropping and like a little, just sort of like a little clunkiness. Viennese waltz is not the easiest. It is very fast. You still have to hit all the same lines that you would want to in a waltz. Let's see it. Very dreamlike.
Dancing the Viennese
I love Viennese
with
waltz.
her partner Sasha, it's Brooke.
Okay. I love the song. It's nice. She's got the emotion. That was a nice explosion line. Good. Nice with the ronde as far as I could see. Oh, there we go. She fixed the frame. That was really nice. Beautiful head position is very nice. Yeah, that's not the easiest step to do. That was pretty. Arms are lovely, and she's getting her body involved. Ooh, that is very beautiful. She did that move very nicely. Yeah. Pause that for a second. First of all, she did a really beautiful job. Also, I have to tell you, I couldn't see her feet in most of the video. Might have been slightly clunky. Okay, yeah. So they didn't show the feet a whole lot. When they did, the feet weren't super gliding. But what was really great is you did see a nice amount of the sort of rise and fall feeling of the Viennese waltz. The whole thing felt very Viennese waltz. She was very in it emotionally. Very beautiful lines. She did the tricks very well. There was one where she didn't, when she came back up into it, she had to kind of like jockey her feet a bit to get back on it. But, you know, professional dancers will tell you that happens sometimes, even when you've been doing it a lot. And it's more interesting to me, certainly as a teacher, to see whether you can get back on it, even if you were a little bit off, than whether you like necessarily landed it perfectly, though of course that's great. And she did. She got right back on it. That was really beautiful. Definitely my favorite performance of the night so far. Okay, scores. 7 from Carrie Ann. Okay. 6. It's funny because Les was hard on her, but he actually scored her pretty well. So I think again it's the expectations thing. All right, that was the end of my first video for this week's Dancing with the Stars reactions. Thank you again so much for watching, for liking, subscribing, commenting. It's very helpful. I've noticed my subscriber base growing a bit, so let's keep that up. Thanks, guys. Next video will be out tomorrow or the next day as soon as I can manage it, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.